Welcome back, everybody. We are back with some more Dcrl action. It is a later night stream, a single game stream, but it is Boost Brigade versus Lowballers, two absolute menaces up and down in Divi. I'm joined tonight by Raptor.
How's it going, everyone? Glad to be back. It was just last night when I was on the stream, so 2 streams in a row, getting lucky.
Yeah, I had Izord a little earlier today. I got Raptor tonight. This will be the last stream of the night, but we are happy for everyone who's willing to show up. Little reminder, predictions are up right now if you want to throw some channel points on this game. This is going to be a rough one. It is a 5-2 team versus a 6-1 team. So, with that said, we are going to head into stats. Starting out with Divi stats, we've got a pretty spread out division. Honestly, we saw Pegasus versus Reapers today, and Reapers took that win, so that can tell you that a team that's equal and a team that's under, there's not much difference between them, and the one that's under can win. And right now we're getting the 2nd seed and the 3rd seed. Boost Brigade right now looking to try to improve to the #1 team in the entire division, and Lowballers looking to get themselves up, maybe even ahead of Boost Brigade if they get a good enough win here. Raptor, what do you see here?
So what I'm looking at here is between Boost Brigade and Lowballers, being 6-1 and 5-2, these are both very pivotal games for both teams here. Lowballers, they win this, that will become a 3-way tie between all 3 seeds. And even Boost Brigade, they really need to take this game in order to get that top seeding. So this will definitely be a very competitive game. These stats aren't looking too spread out here. We got like a 71 win percent and a 66 win percent. So overall, it's all looking really close. Let's say look more into individual stats here to get a better prediction. But either one of these teams could take the win here.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. We're gonna hop on over to Boost Brigade, led by the man known as Moz Toes, and followed up by Hip Dusty and Mr. David. I always mess up that name when I say it the first time. But yeah, honestly, Moz Toes, one of my favorites, probably my favorite captain of all of Divi that I've watched. He's just a menace. His mechs are above most players, and his consistency is somewhere probably around mid Div D, but somehow he fell. But yeah, what do you see in these stats here, Raptor?
So right now, looking at Boost Brigade, this Moz Toes, he is leading the league in goals per game at 1.5. He looks like the most aggressive one here with almost 4 shots per game. Definitely going to be a lot coming out of him. Let's see if his teammates can kind of support that. Mr. Deed at 0.18 goals per game, one of the lowest I think I've ever seen. So I think Mr. Deed might need to be a little bit more confident when it comes to his shooting. With a 22% shooting, it's not bad. It definitely could be better. But I'm really hoping that we can kind of see something out of him to get those stats up. But I think Mosto is going to have, a lot of the offensive style here.
Oh, for sure. As we take a look over here at Lowballers, that 5-2 record, I want you to talk a little bit about them first, and I'll follow you up here.
All right, so just at first glance, I don't really know Divi a whole lot. It looks like Lil Thicky and Elite Upgrade are almost at 1 goal per game. Having 2 players on your team that can both be aggressive can really just make it so much harder to defend against. You really have 2 players you got to watch out for at all times. 2 offensive players who can put their shots in. And this is a 46% shooting percentage from Lil Thicky. He is a menace when it comes to shots. That's almost 1 in every 2 shots goes in. So it looks like when he takes that opportunity to score, he does. And then even then, 43% from Elite Upgrade right behind. It's pretty much, 1 in 2, a little less than 1 in 2 shots. So definitely still a lot of offensive pressure. And Porter the Great, with the 0.7 goals and a 30% shooting, he's still going to be lethal when it comes to his shooting percentage. We're seeing a lot of defense coming from Lil Thicky. I think he'll be kind of the player to watch on this Lowballers team, but you can't sleep on Porter or Elite. They both look like they have some great aspects that really bring to this team. So I'm really thinking Lowballers might pull a win here.
Yeah, no doubt. Honestly, I looked at these teams early in the season. That last team, Moscow's maybe one of my favorite first men in all of the division, but they got 2 players on this team. Lil Thicky's got one of the best names in the division. An Elite Upgrade is probably my favorite 3rd man in the division. a friend of Bean Chalupa and a fellow South Dakota State University person. I'm a little biased when I say that, but honestly, I always pray for his success. And yeah, so tonight, honestly, this could go either way. But with that said, I'm gonna ask Raptor, what's your prediction?
I think with how vital this game is, I think Low Ballers is gonna take a win here. I think it's gonna go all the way to Game 5. I think we're gonna see a really long series here, but I think Low Ballers is gonna pull off a 3-2 win here.
Yeah, honestly, I think the other team, I think Boost Brigade's had a lot of fights here that have been a little more on like the easier side. A lot of the lower end teams of Divi. That's let Mazto go crazy. Tonight, I think Low Ballers take it, and I'm gonna say in 4. What's your game total?
I was going all the way to Game 5.
Game 5, Game 4, perfect. And let's see what chat's thinking. Chat's thinking Low Ballers right now by a decent margin. Just a quick reminder for those who are in chat right now, feel free to throw some points in this game. Predictions are still up while the time is running. However, they will be leaving us in shortly. I'd say about 2 minutes here. So, we got 2 more minutes to throw a couple of predictions in. And I'm going to take one more look at these stats, remembering what we saw on that last stat board. I think this is literally just going to be a game of, can Maz Toes outpace the ability of Elite Upgrade as a third man? And can Devid fill in that gap, that space that Maz Toes brings in? And so, honestly, I can't wait to see how they perform. We're almost ready in the lobby here. We are going to head into this game. But yeah, Raptor, you haven't casted a Divi game, have you?
I have not. I don't even know if I've casted any Division D either. I think it's been pretty much Division B, Division C. So that'll be interesting to see how these guys play.
Yeah, we're gonna head on into this matchup. It is Low Ballers versus Boost Brigade. The 2 and the 3 seeds take it on in week 8, 1 week before playoffs.
We're gonna get a kickoff goal out the gate.
Oh, I love when people don't change their names and everything works immediately. This is beautiful. But yeah, Hip Dusty tries to take it around. Gets a nice touch up of Porter there to follow. I saw Porter's second loss the other week, and it came on the back of Porter being on an awkward account. It was weird. Yeah, no, this Low Ballers team, I will say one of their losses was a little Mickey. They have looked really good this entire season, and I don't think that's stopping tonight.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep that streak going. It could be quite the win if they...
Oh, Elite Upgrade starting it off early with a goal.
What a nice goal by Elite Upgrade. He found the missed save and was just able to put that in the corner. What a great beginning goal by Elite Upgrade.
Yeah, a little thicky with a nice pass middle. Sadly, no one able to touch it, and it just flies right through. And Elite Upgrade doing what he does best in scoring, and Elite Upgrade has a brace.
Oh, 2 goals in the first minute. That's kind of crazy. I don't think we even see that in the higher ranks. That was a absolutely perfect cheat up on kickoff, and it just happened to go dead center on the net.
Yeah, Moss Toes with a whip off kickoff. Not what you want to see in the McQueen car. And Elite Upgrade just doing what he does best, putting the ball into the net. This ball flying backwards. It's off the post. Hip Dusty. Not able to get it to go. And it looks like this might clear out, but Moss Toes is there. And it's neutral in the center.
Definitely a great start by Low Ballers. Having that 2-goal lead in the first game can really set a lot of momentum. We'll have to see how Boost Brigade kind of recovers here to see if they pick up a few goals or if they're just going to have to take it to the next game.
We have a lot of Rocket League left to play after. I could see this going easy back to tie. We have 3 minutes, 30 seconds. We're only a minute and a half in. Both those goals came pretty quick. And this Boost Brigade team is 6-1, if you don't remember. They can make some effective pressure.
What a pinch. A center. Let's see if they can capitalize. They sure can.
Moz Toes doing what he does best and alongside Elite Upgrade, and that is putting the ball in the back of the net.
What a great opportunity there by Moss Toes, putting that first goal really can set in motion the rest of the game. So really see if Boost Brigade can kind of clutch up here.
Yeah, no doubt. As David tries to take it out of his corner, not able to. This floats mid, right to hip dust. You sends it long. Porter forced to retreat back ball side. Thicky sends it mid, but Mostos is there. He sends it corner. Can you get the read out? He gets one mid, but Thicky's there, and he leads it on, but Hip Dusty right there to follow. This floats mid. Mostos is there, and this ball goes in the back of the net, and it is tied.
What a great shot by Moss. So as it looks like we're getting a lot of aggressiveness coming out from Elite Upgrade and Mostos. You know, they're both, Mostos is 2 for 2 right now. That's going to skyrocket his shooting percentage. And Elite Upgrade 2 for 3. We're really just seeing a lot of aggressiveness coming from these two players. We'll see if their second and third man can also follow in, or if it'll just be just a clash of titans between these two.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the double braces on either side as Porter deletes him for his effort. Mostos goes to the center. Porter shoots it out long. This is floating mid, but Elite Upgrade's there following. Can he get something mid for his teammates? Not quite. Debbie sends it back to Mostos. Mostos sends it long. It's a great touch. Porter's there to receive it in the corner, but doesn't get the great read. Thicky with a nice clear out of his own corner. Mostos can't read. And this is floating high. And this is neutral as hell.
It's a really dangerous position that Boost Brigade was in there just a second ago. They had all 3 players really close to the ball. Definitely not what they want to be continuing. You know, if they want to keep defensive pressure up and even offensive pressure against low ballers, they got to focus on those rotations and not send 2 players like they just did. But it manages to get close. It'll have it right in front of their net. Let's see if they can capitalize. Porter with a great clear.
Yeah, I think Porter actually got bumped into that clear, but we won't say anything. Mostos collects in his back line, hits it over Elite Upgrade, but Little Thicky's in the back line. He gets the touch out. This is a floater around mid, but Mostos immediately follows it up. An Elite Upgrade is forced to send it mid. Elite Upgrade with a high ball. It's floating towards the net. Can Mostos get there? Yes, he can. Little Thicky sends it mid. Porter there? No. It's sent away by Boost Brigade, and they hold on.
Definitely some great surviving there by Boost Brigade. Let's see if they can take that defensive pressure and turn it into offensive. They really need a goal here. It's coming down to a minute. And does he get it? He hits the crossbar.
Yeah, Hip Dusty unlucky on that touch. It barely goes wide. Mostos trying to follow this up. Porter's able to get it out. This is floating awkward for Hip Dusty. He can't quite get the touch. Porter sends it mid. Straight to Elite Upgrade, who sends it high. Is anyone there to follow? Lil Thicky waiting in the background, waiting on Debbie to touch. Debbie does not get a good touch. It floats down mid. A nice bump by Elite Upgrade. Elite Upgrade just trying to keep this contested in the orange half. Lil Thicky sends it mid. Is he there? Not quite, but Porter following it up. Sends it home, and Low Ballers take the lead.
What a great shot by Porter there. It's an unlucky touch off of Mosto has allowed Porter to get the perfect center and just slot the ball in the net. You know, something we really don't see a whole lot. We have Lil Thicky here with 2 assists and a save. He's the top of the leaderboard on his team without a single goal. You know, this is a very well-rounded team, all within quite a few points of each other. Definitely not what you want to have when you're against Boost Brigade. It's looking like quite the point differential on their side, so they really just got to lock in to put a goal in the last 20 seconds. Let's see if they can do it. They got to start sending players on the offense now. Lil Thicky hits it to the side. It's up in the air. Anyone's game still. Hip Dusty sends it to the blue corner. Let's see if they can try to get something out to mid. They said 2. Both miss. It's in front of the net. Can they put it in for overtime? And they can. 3-3 with 3 seconds left. This is going to be one hell of a game here. Let's see if either team, who's going to clutch up in the end.
David launching himself out of his seat. Makes the ball into the net. That man has .18 goals per game, but he just put one home in game number 1, and we are 3 seconds away from overtime. Overtime, game 1. This will set the pace for at least the next game, if not the whole series. Who will take it?
Lil Thicky bangs it to the corner. They send 2 Elite. Is he there for the catch? He barely misses that. That was a huge opportunity missed. Let's see if Porter can collect in the corner and at least stall some offense while his teammates get back.
A nice touch by Elite Upgrade out of his own half. Porter follows it well. He's heading up towards Mostos. He gets a good 50. This floats mid. Is anyone there to finish it home? Not quite. Elite Upgrade stopped by David. Porter waiting on this on the back end. Thicky, a little awkward. Hip Dusty. And get hit. It's a nice hit against the back wall. Tries to pass it, but Porter gets a good clear out. Lil Thicky behind this ball. Launches his side. Lil Thicky keeps a good 50. Can he follow it up again? He gets another good 50. This is right in front of net, but no one's there. And they hold on again. Boost Brigade just trying to play enough defense to keep them alive.
Boost Brigade really is putting on this defensive pressure. Low Ballers is putting quite a few shots. So lead upgrade with 5 shots. There's so many bumps coming out. Nobody can find the net. Mastos keeps it
a lead upgrade on. An elite upgrade puts it home. He's got a hat trick, and they've got game 1.
What a great game 1 from both teams here. We saw a lot of aggressiveness coming from both sides. You know, 6 shots from Elite. We saw so much offensive pressure everywhere here. It's crazy that Low Baller's taking this game 1. Let's see if they're able to continue this pressure all the way through. You know, Mosto has had quite a bit of offensive pressure himself. We're looking at a 50% shooting percentage from both of their top players here. What we really need to see out of Boost Brigade is Hip Dusty and Mr. D. They really just need to provide a little bit more support for their top player here if they want to win. Same thing with Low Ballers. Right now, it's just a clash between these two. So I'm looking in the next few games to see a lot more come out of these second and third mans.
Yeah, no, I told you before. Elite Upgrade, one of my favorite players in the entire league. The man is an absolute menace. My favorite third man, but Maz Toes. The amount of points and the amount of carry he can pull in a game is absolutely insane. And as we go to head into this next match, I'm mainly looking, at Hip Dusty, David. I'm looking on the other side at Lil Thicky. He had some good passes, I can't deny that, but I wanted to see him a little more offensive pressure, at least a shot out of him. They held him to nothing, and that's not normal.
Yeah, definitely be interesting going into game 2 here. Let's see if Boost Brigade can kind of put a stop to this Low Baller's pressure, or if they're just going to keep the movement going.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. This has been a absolute firefight for a first game. I don't know if that's going to be the way it goes the whole time, but for the first game, it was absolutely menacing. The lead upgrade follows off the kickoff. Can't quite get it over Hip Dusty. It floats back. Porter's there. He sends it down the middle, but it's straight to Maz Toes, and he sends it home. Boost Brigade are up 1-0 in 10 seconds.
What a great shot by Mastos, able to capitalize on not the best clear by Porter and just sinks it in. Quite the speedy goal there. Let's see if they can continue this pressure or if it'll be a battle of attrition like the first game.
Yeah, for sure. Mastos follows up quickly. It's on net. Lil Thicky can't quite get it. Boost Brigade, Mastos got a brace in literally in 13 seconds.
2 goals in 13 seconds is crazy. Such an unfortunate save from Lil Thicky there. He was just not in the best position, but I believe he could have gotten there if he had maybe just a second longer.
Yeah, it was a little quick for him. Mastos, one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the entire league. Porter tries to get this touchdown mid. Elite upgrade, quick to follow. Elite upgrade falls down towards it, but not quite there. Hip Dusty gets a touch around 1. Can he get around 2? Just about. He tries to shoot on net, but it's sent wide. And Low Ballers need to find some offense here because this is looking rough.
Yeah, Low Ballers really just collect the ball and keep it in the large half because Mastos is lethal right now with his shooting. Porter Walls, he's putting it to corner. Let's see if he can get something for his teammates in mid. But Mastos, he's just there. Everywhere you look, he is there for a 50, for a shot, for a steal, you know. Mastos is looking to be such a great player this game, really locking in after the last one. We'll see if they can keep it going or if Low Ballers is going to stop them.
Yeah, Porter collects in his own half. He gets around all 3, but not able to follow it home as they launch it forward. Not gonna lie, Lil Thicky looking a little awkward here, but he gets it out long. This floats mid. No one's back other than Mastos, but he's there long enough, and Porter forced to wait on this ball to fall due to the lack of aerial ability. This floats mid. Lil Thicky with a great touch to keep it out of net. The lead upgrade, sending it high off wall, but straight to Hip Dusty, who sends it back towards him. That's a great touch by Hip Dusty. A bad touch by the lead upgrade, and Mastos collects it in mid. Turns to attack, gets around 2. Can he get the Doomsy? No, he's going to take his time and put in the shot. Mastos with a hat trick.
seeing an absolute stellar performance out of Maztos here. He's got 3 goals in 2 minutes. You know, it was a great call, letting it just slowly fall right there. You know, he just had to make sure that that ball went in. We're seeing 423 points, 3 goals out of Maztos in less than 2 full minutes. He's having an absolute stellar game. You know, if Boost Brigade want to keep this lead, increase it, or even just lock in for the rest of the series, Hip Dusty and Mr. Deep need to start doing something. We're not really seeing a whole lot out of Mr. Deep. They really just gotta. They sent all 3 on that ball, which is kind of crazy. We're seeing a lot of double commits here. Just a lack of communication or lack of faith in a team can definitely fall apart on both sides, Low Ballers and Boost Brigade.
Yeah, Maztos being the carry, the absolute mastermind of this team. There's a reason why they're 6-1, and we just saw it right there. Maztos able to put away a whole hat trick at the start of this game. Lil Thicky forced to place in the corner, but Maztos just seems comfortable. And this is just going to be an awkward play for Low Ballers. There's still a lot of time left. Can they play out of this? 100%. But they got to get something to go early here, or they're going to have no momentum to do so.
Yeah, like you're saying, they really got to put something on. They have to start doing on the offense. They have 3 goals to score in 2 minutes, and they really want this game. You know, this game itself could set up for a very long series. Let's see it. Lil Thicky, he sends it mid.
Nice
He
touch.
finished it. 50 by Maztos. What a great player.
Yeah, he's playing lights out, offense and defense, as Debbie tries sending mid, doesn't quite get there. This floats out back. Maztos behind them, but not for long as he rotates around to try to get to the ball. Porter, with a great touch around 1, pinches high mid. The elite upgrade a little too awkward, and this flies back for Lil Thicky.
You know, if I was Low Ballers here, what I would want is if the ball is on my side at all, it needs to be in my corner because, you know, it's just at this level of play, they're not going to be able to do a whole lot in the corner. What a great clear out. So now Elite Upgrade's going for the ball. He has to do a whole lot here to try to get it out. Let's see if he can get a good...
Well, this looks like it could be on net, and Elite Upgrade sends it home. They got 1 back with a minute left.
What a great shot. What a great play by Elite Upgrades. He was able to beat that and get around it in time to put that shot on net. What a great play. They have time. They're down 2 with a minute left. They really need to pull something together here if they want to keep it going, but I have faith.
You know what I do, Raptor? I would take Porter, and I would just sick him on Maztos for the whole rest of the game. To be honest, is it the most clean way to win? No, but is it effective? Oh, Elite Upgrade with a great redirect. This floats down, but not quite. And Lil Thicky sends it mid. Porter there. He sends it home, and they're back 1 away.
What a great finish. That was just a great play. Lil Thicky had an absolute picture-perfect pass, and Porter managed to seal in the shot. Like you were saying, they really do need to put away Maztos here if they want to keep the series going, and it looks like that's kind of what they're going to start doing. And even they can just keep sending each other after the ball. They put enough shots on, eventually something's bound to go in. That was a great throw. However, 2 of them went up. Now is the time for them to score. They're awkward. They're in the corner. They need something here. Out to mid. Elite Upgrade goes for it. Gets it over where Maztos is there. Can Porter try to get something? They have to be aggressive here. 20 seconds down. It's going to be up right in front of net. Can Lil Thicky finish? He cannot. He puts it to the side. Porter, he's coming in hot. Sends it out to mid again. We're seeing a lot of aggressiveness come out in these last few seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. This is all down to the line. Elite Upgrade sends him in for Thicky. Thicky on target. And they send it home. And we have a tie game with 6 seconds left.
Definitely did not see this coming. This is looking up to be a very good set of games here. Lots of overtime. Granted, anything can happen in 6 seconds, but man, this is so entertaining.
Oh. Elite Upgrade tries to follow it up. Hip Dusty, shot on target, but that's getting thrown away. Can Elite Upgrade keep this up? Put something on target? Not quite. Little Thicky sends it to the wall, but it's put down. Overtime, game 2.
What a great kickoff. Just wide.
Oh.
Low ball is putting on a lot of aggressive pressure here.
Mazto takes his time in his own half. Can't get it right quite around Elite Upgrade, who launches him. Little Thicky sends it mid. Porter tries to be there, not quite. Thicky tries to turn on it. Mostos gets it high, he follows it up, sends it mid. No one there. An elite upgrade will take this out. Elite upgrade sends us off the back wall hard. Little Thicky to follow, not quite. And this ball slowly getting taken back and turned around by Thicky. This is an awkward situation. You don't know exactly what he wants to do here. That's a great take by Debbie. Can he get something mid? Not quite. Porter will be there to follow, but he gets a whiff. Little Thicky sends it out wide, straight to Porter. Can Porter follow? A little bit, but not good. Not the best touch, but Thicky immediately after it tries to put something in the middle, but not quite. The lead upgrade, Porter, an awkward touch. Is the lead upgrade gonna be there? Not quite. He backs up for the time being. Thicky sends it up high. Mostos follows a great touch by Elite Upgrade. And this is past everyone. Can Little Thicky get it on target? Not quite. Hip Duster with a great touch away. And it keeps Boost Brigade alive.
This game has me on the edge of my seat. I see a lot of plays that have such a close potential for goals, but they just can't find the net, or defense just happens to be there. We're seeing a lot of aggressiveness. They just sent 2 more. Porter did go up. It is hovering in front of their net. Nobody there. What a great catch by Mostos. He gets it past. Little Thicky looks like he's going to be able to put that into the corner. What a great shot. But I guess great placement by Thicky. He puts it in his corner. He's definitely where it should be.
With the follow.
That would have been really cool.
This floats mid. Mostos takes it to the wall. Can he get around everyone? He's around 1. Not quite around 2 as the lead upgrade turns around for this, but Porter follows it out of his own half. Porter gets a nice beat on 1. A lead upgrade follows it after there, but Hip Duster launches it back. Thicky almost faster, but David gets the better 50. And this is looking rough. David sends it back. Mostos tries to do something, but Elite Upgrade's got this. Tries to send a setter. He got the setter. Anyone to follow? Not quite. This is off the backboard. Mostos, open net. Can he get the turn? No, he shoots it over. Hip does. Tries to get something to go. Oh, go ahead. I'm freaking out here.
This is crazy. That had me on the edge of my seat. Both teams had open net possibilities. It's just they aren't fast enough to get the ball around. Going into 3 minutes of overtime. This is a crazy game. I'm not even seeing this type of gameplay out of, Division C, Division D, Division B even. I rarely see a game go into a 3-minute overtime. Both teams are so evenly matched here. This is an absolute perfect matchup to cast tonight.
Yeah, Mostos high. He sends it to the corner. Is anyone to follow? Porter sends it out far. Can a lead upgrade follow? No, Porter chooses to do it instead. He sends it mid. Vicky's back. He gets a nice touch out wide. Is anyone there? Mostos is. He sends it mid. Any of his teammates? And that's just been the story of this game. Mostos sends beautiful passes, but just no one there. And honestly, he has been playing his heart out here.
Definitely has been. We're seeing over 800 points out of Mostos. Definitely potential to see a 1,000 point game. What a great shot! Mostos was there for the defense. He is absolutely putting this team on his back right now. Another shot with another save by Hip Dusty. That's gonna be the net!
Little Thicky can't get there. Hip Dusty sends it home, and Boost Brigade take game number 2.
What a crazy game. We see just under 4 minutes of overtime there. That was a great clear, and it's just an unfortunate miss. What a crazy game.
Boost Brigade able to take that back. Mostos literally playing his actual chest out with 960 points. David doesn't even break 100. I am honestly impressed.
That was an absolute crazy game. 916 points out of Mostos. That's probably, I think, the highest point game I've ever seen in a Dcrl match. He has 3 goals, 3 saves with 5 shots. What an insane play by Mostos. Unfortunately, what I think, if they want to keep winning, like Mostos, he can do this work, but he can only do it for so long. I think Mr. Dave really has to start putting something together here. Hip Dusty, he was a contributor to the team, but not nearly enough is what they needed to put this way earlier in the game. What I'm looking at from lowballers here is they are still very well rounded. They are all scoring relatively similar in points with, no more than 100-point differential. But what they just can't stop Mostos. They can't. His shooting is just better.
Yeah, he's an absolute menace. Lil Thicky, honestly, played his heart out on defense, but not able to take it all the way there. We're heading into game number 3. And honestly, I can't even tell you where this is going to go from here. This could go either way so easily. As Elite Upgrade signs up for kickoff here. And Debbie on the other side. Hip Dusty sends it on target. Thicky sends it wide. And we're starting off really, really aggressive really early.
Yeah, like you're saying, these teams are getting aggressive. These teams, sorry for my stutter. They know they got to keep putting shots on. Lil Thicky, can he get one over? It goes over. It's gonna be in. What a great first goal by Lowballers. Lil Thicky, that was an absolute amazing touch over all of the defenders, using his last ounce of boost to get it there. And Porter the Great managed to stay out of the way.
That's Lowballer's first lead since overtime of game 1. Insane. And Maztos takes it out of his own half here. He's got room to work with, but Elite Upgrade sends it high. Maztos can't quite read, and Porter sends it long. Can they get something mid for Thicky? He's waiting in the curtains here, not quite. Elite Upgrade tries to follow. Porter gets a nice touch to the corner. Can he get anything more? Not quite. This is sent out by Hip Dusty, who gets a great touch away, and Debbie helps him along the way.
It looks like Porter's getting a lot more aggressive. He's choosing to cut rotations quite often, go for 50s that I personally wouldn't go for, but it's working out for them. They still do have this lead a minute in. Anything can happen. Hip Dusty, he's trying to do some work on his own. Ball is going to be in front of the net, but what a great clear out by Lil Thicky. Mastos, he keeps it here. He wants to be aggressive, and he's going to be. What a great save by Lil Thicky. Let's see if he can keep it going. Takes it up the wall, but Hip Dusty is there. 3.5 minutes left. And what a shot by Maztos. I didn't even see that coming. Oh, man.
Yeah, Hip Dusty with a great touch from Maztos in the air before they even thought about it. Lines it in, and it's tied up with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
What an absolute great shot by Maztos.
Yeah, this has been an absolute nail-biter of a series. Oh, no.
Oh, that is
what
defeating.
You want to see as Maztos sends a nice angle, but Elite Upgrade just not in the right position, and he own goals.
That is heartbreaking. What gives up the 2-1 lead to Maztos. He's putting this work on his back again. Having the only one on his team with goals so far. It looks like they're bringing it in front of mid. Porter tries to keep it in the corner. They really need to put on some offensive pressure here. It seems like when their offense, another own goal possible would have just came out, but Porter looked great. He's going all for it. Let's see if he can put something on the net. He can't, but it might just go in anyway.
Maztos delays, but can he hold it? No, he can't. Elite Upgrade puts it all more tied up.
What a great shot. I really thought Porter was going to get that there, but that's just some great defense by Maztos, further cementing, his lead just on the leaderboard for his team, but also how good of a player he is. I think he is probably the best Division E player I've seen so far. Granted, I haven't seen very many, but, Maztos is seeing, some Division D type work here.
Honestly, Maztos launched away, Elite Upgrade, not on target, but he sends it to the corner. Can he get a follow? He's taking his time. He gets a whip on one, whip by Hip Dusty, whip by everyone. Holy cow, can someone please hit this dang wall? This floats into the corner, and Debbie tries to send it middle. He gets a touch over one. Maztos on the follow, and oh my jeez, Debbie with an absolute dime of a pass. And Boost Brigade take the lead again.
That was a beautiful pass with an even better shot. Maztos is now 3 for 3. He had that 1.5 goals per game stat, wasn't it?
Yes, he did. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Very good. Further cementing that lead. It looks like he's going to have 2 to even possibly close to 3 goals per game after this series. We're seeing a lot of work for both teams. Porter, can he stick it? Oh, man.
Sent it away, and we are tied up again. This has been an absolute shootout, Raptor. This has been a shootout.
Yes, it has. Lowballers, they are very well rounded. They are shooting, and they're all shooting well. Like I was saying, Low ballers, they only have to worry about Mostos on defense, but they still can't recover from it. But with Boost Brigade, they have to worry about all three of these players. We have no idea how this is going to go. Three well-rounded players or one great player. It could go anywhere for the rest of this series and even the rest of this game. 2 minutes left of Rocket League to play. Can Porter get Boost and take it up the wall? He opts out. See what he does with it here.
He doesn't beat Mazto. This floats towards the net. Can he get it past Lil Thicky? Not quite. Lil Thicky sends it long. Hip Dusty straight to the corner. Lil Thicky can't quite get the read, but a lead upgrades there. This floats high in center, but Devi goes for the shot, but it's straight into Lil Thicky. Mazto's again. Can he get this to roll out mid? Not quite. And this is just sitting in the corner waiting to be played out. Porter gets touch around 1, not quite 2. This floats back to a lead upgrade who gets touch around 1, but Maztos is there. This is floating towards the mid. It taps over everyone, and it's in. Maztos sends it away.
Maztos, oh my god, you are putting in so much work this series. Unfortunate touch from Porter. This is, you really can't defend him. I was about to say the last place you want this ball to be for low ballers is, high and middle, but it turns out you just don't want this ball on the blue side. Maztos can take it from anywhere and score. This is looking to cement himself as one of the best players in Division E.
Yeah, triple commit, leaves the net kind of open. Porter sends it mid, a lead upgrade, tries to cut off Dusty. He does it moderately well. Maztos sends it a little in the air, but Porter's quick to follow. This is floating semi-mid, but it's sent out wide by Hip Dusty, and they'll hold on for a little bit.
This is quite the interesting strategy I'm seeing out of low ballers. And it doesn't work. They're having one man in the net almost at all times in the last minute. It's great for defense until it isn't. They bumped each other, neither one being able to get the saves. But what it also does is it cuts off their offensive potential. With only
Raptor,
2 attacking.
How many goals does Maztos have exactly?
5.
Yeah, something might be wrong here. This is absolutely insane. Low ballers left their net quite open, and it's gonna float in. Maztos takes goal number 6. He's got a double hat trick on the game.
I don't think I've ever seen a double hat trick in any division of Rocket League. This is probably the single most dominating performance I've ever seen out of a single player. I could expect this out of a solid 3-man stack, but out of one player, he's 6 for 6 right now. He has, that's what, tripled, quadrupled his average goals per game. This is going to skyrocket his stats. A double with Mr. Deeved, I have no idea how to say his name. Porter the Great does not put it where he wants to be. Maztos, can he take it and do more with himself? A 7th goal out of Maztos would just be insane. This has got to be such a heartbreaking game for low ballers, but they're still in this series.
Yeah, this is some nice touches. Honestly, the unsung hero of this game's been Hip Dusty. He's had some great touches in a lot of awkward situations. This floats from Porter. Porter sends it on. Thicky can't get the bump, and Hip Dusty, a great save out wide. And this is going to float down, and game number 3 ends in an absolute bloodbath led by the ace, Maztos.
What a crazy game by Maztos. Just 900 points again. 6 for 6. He's taking all offensive pressure and just throwing it at low ballers. They can't save this. What I think low ballers needs to do this next game is clamp him down. Whether it be by demo chasing, 50ing every chance you get. You have to put pressure on him 24/7. If I was low ballers, I would send any one of them, Lil Thicky, Porter, or Elite. I would send any of them and just send them after Monsters. That's what they have to do in order to lock him down and win this last game. Otherwise, it's lights out. If you let Maztos do what he's been doing, then they're just going to go home.
Yeah, I never really talk about what chat says, but this guy is not lying when he says Maztos looks like Jamar Chase yesterday. Man put up 55 fantasy points. He was playing lights out, and that's what Maztos looks like he's playing right now.
Man, if there was fantasy on, if there was DCRL Fantasy League, I would be picking up Maztos every single time from here on out. This is an absolute crazy performance out of Division E, and that also might just be a great idea. DCRL Fantasy League, let's get it going.
That would be honestly insane. But as we start off this match, the lead upgrade tries to take on Maztos in the kickoff. Maztos with a nice win. Porter sends it long. And this is going to be the kind of show-off game. Can lowballers recollect mentally and get something to go here? Can they hold on and send this to game number 5? They got that one game. That's really all they need. They just need one more to send it all the way and then just hope that Maztos crumbles under the pressure.
If I was lowballers here, the one thing I would not be doing is having one man in net at all times. And it looks like they did kind of move away from that, but they need this offensive pressure. They need to just have, someone rotating back towards their net at all times, but also they need to keep this offensive pressure in. Maztos can do a lot of work on his own, but if there's 3 of them being on offense, or at least 2 of them with solid offense and one being a third man around the midfield, because right now what you do not want is that ball on the blue half, unless Maztos might just take it and do the rest of the work himself. So they really just got to have someone in midfield at all times and then other 2 on offense if they want to clamp him down, instead of just hitting the ball right to him like Little Thicky just did. But it's in their corner. Let's see what it gets done with here. Porter's able to clear it away.
Yeah, Porter follows this ball up. He goes for a high touch. Hip Dusty's awkward, but Maztos isn't. He sends it wide. The lead upgrade on the quick follow. This doesn't bounce awkward enough to get past him. Maztos with a great clear, and he'll hold on for another minute here. This ball floating up high. You lead upgrade to follow. You get the touch to the corner. Little Thicky to follow. He gets one mid, but Maztos is there, and it's sent above Porter's head. Can he get back in time? Yes, he can. And they will continue to try to stay alive and try to get some offense here to hold off Maztos and boost Brigade.
What a great clear. Maztos taking the work himself. Porter, that was a great challenge by Porter, able to take it to his corner while keeping it off of Maztos. Maztos gets the demo, hoping for his teammate to clean up, but he just couldn't quite get there in time. These players need to keep the ball in the corner and keep Maztos out of the play. Great bugs coming out of 50 in front of net. Let's see if someone else can score. If Maztos is going to put in all the work, shoots it wide. They need to clear here fast. There's only Hip Dusty back, and Hip Dusty sends it right back to them. No one's back. Elite Upgrade has to bang this against the wall here. Gets it around Mr. D. Porter, that's a great touch. Keeps it away from Maztos. If he has another dominant game like he has the last 2, he will solidify as the Division E Remzik. And that's not what you want to be playing against if you're the lowballers.
That is a crazy shout.
And seeing that performance is something I would only ever see out of him.
Lead upgrade. Put it home! And lowballers take the first goal of this game.
The lowballers taking this first goal. Definitely something that they want, but what they have to do is they can't give up that lead. They can't let Maztos go to work. They cannot get comfortable, and that's, I think, exactly what happened. They took that lead expecting to keep it, but Maztos was just putting up some crazy numbers. So they have to stay on him at all times. They have to challenge him. He's lost. He goes past. It's now one back. They managed to recover. Right now, they're just having someone sit in net. Now, it should work, theoretically, but they were doing that last time, and they still managed to get scored on. So what lowballers needs to do is have some solid offensive pressure at all times, but having a third man back sitting in the net, I just don't think will work in the long run. Hip Dusty sends it to the corner. Lil Thicky, he manages to get a clear here. Let's see what Maztos does with it in the corner. He goes up, gets it over Bullet. There's 2 of them back. Lil Thicky has to get a touch to slow it down. That's a great touch by Lil Thicky. Elite upgrade. He hits it to the side. Let's see if they can keep it going. He can. What a great touch. That would have been a great shot on net, but Maztos was there to shut him down. They said 2. That's not what they need to be doing now, but it's going to hover in front of their net.
Yeah, this floats high. Lil Thicky tries to recover now, but he can't. This sends high again. Elite upgrade, waiting on it. Get the touch mid to Little Thicky. The Maztos cuts it off. Can Porter put something on? No, he decides to turn around and Hip Dusty. We got to clear out into the blue corner. This floats back mid. Little Thicky trying to follow. He beats out everyone. This floats back above his head, but Porter's there. Can't get anything to go quite center enough for Elite upgrade to commit. And they're going to send it high and wide.
Lowballers here this game did exactly what they needed to do. Coming down to 30 seconds of Rocket League left, but if the game is not over, Porter the Great, he needs to clamp down on defense here. Does he get the save? He does. What a great offensive attempt by Hip Dusty, but 25 seconds left. Let's see what they can do. Majstos does want to come in, but Mr. Dees takes it instead. Porter, what a great touch to the side. Leaves Hip Dusty the only one on the ball. They need to stay on this. They need to go for 50s in the last 15 seconds if they want to get this win, which it's coming down to it. You know, Police Brigade, if they want to take the win here, right now, they have to put on some crazy offensive pressure, but none of them have any boost. This is going to be so hard if they want to take this. All I think he has to do is send it wide, and it looks like he does. This game's not over quite yet.
Majstos got the ball, but he's bumped away by Lil Thicky. And this is going to float back towards his own net, and it falls. As Hip Dusty blocks Majstos' way, and Lowballers take game number 4. We are going to game number 5.
Going into game 5, Lowballers, this game, they did exactly what they needed to do and what they've been needing to do. They got that early goal lead and they kept it. They just had to keep Majstos off the ball, and you know, they did a great job this game doing it. Hip Dusty and Mr. D, they need to kind of supply a little bit more for Majstos if they want to win this game. I am still in favor of Lowballers. I am hoping they come out on top of this game, but you know, Majstos has cemented himself as a great player. If he wants this win bad enough, I think they're going to take it, but all Lowballers have to do is lock him down.
As we look into this game, we're heading to game 5. So much on the line. The number 2 and the number 3 team. The number 2 fighting for number 1. The number 3 fighting for number 2. Anything can happen here. And this will set up either a tie, a 3-way tie for first, or a new leader in this division with Boost Brigade. And it all comes down to this. Raptor, I honestly didn't expect this to go to 5. You did.
Sure did. Now let's see if I can get my my prediction of Lowballers winning.
Yeah, as we send it to game 5, Champions Field, and here we go.
What a great field to be playing off, because if Majstos puts up another stellar performance, he will solidify himself as a champion in Division E. But it looks like they're going to try to put some offensive on early. You know, 15 seconds in. Lil Thicky already has a shot on goal. Lowballers is looking to be quite aggressive again.
Yeah, they want to get a goal early and play that defensive measure that they love to play with the one-man back. Porter not able to go for the follow. Lil Thicky sends it mid, but it's sent hard and wide by Majstos. It's a great removal ball, but Elite Upgrade keeps it in the center. This is a neutral play, but Elite Upgrade continues to keep it neutral. Porter comes flying in a Mach 20. This pitches back towards our net. Majstos with a great touch out wide, and they are holding on for the first minute of this game. Oh!
No goals.
Oh.
I think this is the first game where there hasn't been a goal scored in the first minute, if I'm not wrong. I might be, though. Don't quote me. It's Little Thickies taking it to the corner. They really got to score soon. What I don't want to happen is it run down to the last few seconds and it still being tied up to 0-0. I want to keep that lead for as long as I can, because against Majstos, you never know what he's going to pull off at the end of the game. If it comes down to it, he might just take the entire team on himself, which he looks like he's trying to do, but you know, Lowballers, they just don't quite allow it. But it's getting in front of the net here. Let's see if anyone can take it. They can't. Porter has to clear it away. What a great clear by Porter. Unfortunately, Hip Dusty is there in the corner. Let's see if they Elite. Let's see if he gets the play off.
Elite had a chance there, but nothing quite happening. Thicky tried to send it mid, but it's straight to Majstos. Porter collects in the corner, sends it high and mid. Majstos there again. He sends it wide of net. Elite Upgrade off on the read, but it's okay for the time being. Hip Dusty sends it mid. Porter sends it long. Little Thicky to follow fast. Can he get something high? He can't get quite a pass, but that's okay. This floats back towards Majstos, however, who's up past 1, almost past 2, but it's sent wide. And that's a great challenge by Elite Upgrade.
You're right. That was a great challenge. You know, if I'm Lowballers, the one thing that's going to scare me the most is seeing Majstos on the ball like he is now. Little Thicky, he does manage to clear it away. Hip Dusty, he goes up, sends it to the ceiling. Let's see if they can get a clear out. Porter, he chases, but right back to Majstos. He sends it to the ceiling. He's going to try to go for something here. He narrowly misses. Let's see if Elite Upgrade can get it over at least one defender. He doesn't. Hip Dusty is there to keep it on the blue side.
Yeah, Lil Thicky sends it long, but it's straight to Majstos, who sends it back into the corner. It's floating mid towards Debbie. Debbie, it hits it hard, but it's floating back. It's one to beat. Hip Dusty alone. but he sends a nice 50 ball along, and his chow was perfect there.
Right in front of net, Lil Thicky manages to clear it away. One thing that I'm seeing is it's looking like quite a bit of ball chasing. Elite upgrade. Can he get the breakaway? There's only one defender back. He does not. He gets it to the corner. Let's see if he can send it mid for another attacker. Lil Thicky. They send two. They're all very clustered in the corner there for a second. Let's see if they can keep cutting rotations and keep it on the orange corner.
Yeah, Porter follows this out. Nice boom. Doesn't have the boost to follow. Mostos forces him to use his boost to attack it. This ball flies over a lead upgrade, but it floats back. Thicky there. Thicky sends a high and long ball. He tries to follow, but he's lower. He gets a touch up. Touch back to a lead upgrade who sends it mid, but no one's there. But Porter turned around. Can he get this save? Yes, he can. But this is a high ball on the blue side, and that's not what you want to see with Mostos in this game. Getting bumped away by Porter the Great. They might just hold on here again. And we are down to just around a minute. And this is a 0-0 game 5. No way! Hip Dusty puts it home! Boost Brigade take the lead with 1 minute left.
What an absolute crazy game. This is exactly what you didn't want to happen as low ballers. It's coming down to a minute. They haven't managed to put anything on the net, but what they have been able to do is keep it close and send it to overtime. Low ballers, they have to be aggressive in this last minute. They have to play, more than 2 men up in the corner. Let's see if they can get something going or if Boost Brigade can shut them down.
Yeah, Debbie tries to follow this straight towards Little Thicky. Little Thicky sends it high mid. Porter the Great to follow. It's right in the Hip Dusty who sends it high. And a lead upgrade. Not able to get a good enough touch. Not even to get any touch. And it's a sent past Thicky. Porter to follow. This floats mid. Sent towards net by Hip Dusty. Porter follows again. But Mostos is there. Mostos trying to cut his rotation here, but nothing really to turn on. Little Thicky can't get the save. A lead upgrade tries to follow this out. Can he get it past one? Not at all. That's a great touch into the back line. But this is just Mostos playing lockdown defense. This ball over 2 players, but Porter can't quite get it wide. And we're down to the last 10 seconds. Little Thicky can't get anything there. Porter gets a whiff. The lead upgrade. It's a bump against his own teammate. This is 1 second left. It falls. And Boost Brigade are the #1 team in Divi heading into playoffs.
What an absolute stellar performance out of all of these players. This is the first game where Mostos didn't score a goal. That was still a stellar performance by him, but his Dusty was able to lock it down for the win. Low ballers just weren't able to keep up. They had quite a few saves, just unfortunately their offense was not there. Low ballers had a combined total of 2 shots. They just could not compete, whereas Boost Brigade had 5. There's only so much you can do against such a heavy offense, and it looked like it worked out in the end for Boost Brigade.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind that's going to sting for the low ballers as they drop to 5-3. They secured the high middle of the pack, probably 3rd place, but it's still going to hurt when they realize they came down to the wire and almost had a chance to beat the #1 team.
That was probably the craziest series of Rocket League I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're going to send it back here. Most of the cams have failed me on this point, but Mostos is still here. We're gonna pull them in here in just a moment. And as we start the winner's interview, congratulations, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
How we feeling? How we feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kind of stressed.
it was a tough one.
A relief.
So, boys, you finished this season, the season games, the #1 seed heading into playoffs. How does that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Also
crazy.
stressful though.
Yeah.
All right, Raptor, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to have you ask a couple questions here for me.
All right, my first question is pretty obvious. Mostos, what a stellar performance. You were just going absolutely crazy on the offense. What I want to know is, where did you kind of find that potential, that offensive potential, and how did you manage just to keep scoring over and over and over again?
Well, I trust in my team on the defense, and they set me up with a lot of good shots. I practiced for like an hour before, with Dusty for a little bit. Just try and get some chemistry there, and yeah, pretty good.
That's great to
Oh.
hear it.
All right, I'll take the next question over to David. Honestly, man, not a lot of points coming out, but you were consistently playing pretty much every challenge that you could even think about. How do you think you played today, and how do you think you're gonna work towards this playoffs that are coming up here?
So since the first match we have, I think I have some improvement. And in the first match, I think I have like a good one, like today in the first game we have. And I don't know, and I think you're gonna still improvement with like play with the team, and that's it. I don't know.
Fair enough. And then I'm gonna send it over to Hip Dusty, the man who seemed to come in clutch whenever it was needed. Sadly, your cam died on you, but I'll speak into the nothingness that's in front of my screen when I ask, how have you personally? How do you think this season's gone for you guys so far? And specifically in that game, what do you think was the turning point that you were like, yeah, we can win this. This is ours.
I think like at the beginning of the season, we were all kind of like our team was just kind of getting to know each other, but now we just have such a good chemistry, you know, whether it's like setting up shots, saves, all that. And I think this game like really showed most of it. So
Fair enough. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna feed back into it because I do want to know where in that game did you feel like, yeah, we got this, we're winning this game, this is ours. Did it go all the
probably
way to the
after
end, or was it in the middle?
it was like after we got that like 6-3
The six
game.
to three.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, man. That was an absolute showstopper performance from Mostos. Mostos, you're scoring like a madman out there, and I know you're gonna lean it off and be humble and lean it off to your teammates and all that. But did you coming to the season? Did you think you should have been Div D, or are you happy to be down here in Div E?
I'm gonna be honest. Start of the season, I think I was definitely Div E, but I've been practicing with some like higher up players who are in Div C, and I don't know. I think some practice is definitely go against better players. That's how you're gonna get better at the game.
I cannot deny that. All right, well, boys, I'm gonna let Raptors ask one more question before we send you guys away and say good night to everyone on stream. Got anything else?
Just one more from Mostos, and I'm kind of glazing a little bit here, but with this performance tonight, do you think that that cemented you as a future Division D player, or do you think you're gonna try to stay down in Division E for a while and see if maybe if you win this season, pull off back-to-back Division E wins, or are you hoping to move up a little bit?
Um, Definitely hoping to move up a little bit. I feel bad sometimes about I don't know.
I mean,
But
you
yeah.
improved, hey man. As long as it wasn't like an unfair drafting to start off, that's
Mhm.
not anything you can control. But yeah, no man, you are looking fantastic. You're leading stats like it's nobody's business. Keep playing the way you're playing. I can't wait to see you at LAN. And all in all, I mean, that was a tough matchup for you guys, but you guys took it home pretty aggressively. Congrats on that. And yeah, try to push. I'd love to see a Mozto's Div C. That'd be cool to see.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, boys, we're gonna send you away and say goodbye. Thank you so much for hopping on in.
Yeah,
Have
thank
a
you
good
for
night,
this
everybody.
Yeah,
opportunity.
thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
All right, we're gonna send it back to just us in the captain's booth here as we say goodbye and good night. This was a fantastic stream, Raptor. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this Div E matchup to go that far. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. I saw it was this 2 and 3 seed, and I'm like, that kind of has to get streamed. But this one went all the way to game 5, almost scoreless in game 5. It was insane. Any last words before we send her off?
I just want to say that was an absolute amazing game to cast. Even just watching it on stream, I'm sure everybody's entertained. I know this is Division E, but that was still probably the one of the craziest series I've ever seen played in DCRL. So I'm definitely very, very happy I got the message earlier tonight to cast it, and I'm hoping to be on the casting booth a little more often. So 2 nights in a row, I think I'm off to a good start.
Hell yeah, man. All right, folks, we are heading off. Feel free to make sure to join the Discord if you're not already in it. Use code DCRL with your Epic Creator Code. Do not buy anything because we have the code. Buy things that you are already going to buy. I'm not voting for bad purchases here. Make sure to follow us at all the socials. Make sure you follow us here so you get so you can find out when we're streaming. Streams are going to come left, right, and center. We're heading into playoff season. All in all, everyone have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for stopping on in. And again, thank you for watching DCRL.
And I got one more thing to add before you the credits.
Oh, my bad, my bad. What's that? What's that?
Using code DCRL, I'll be making a lot of poor financial decisions.
Okay. Everyone have a good night. Raptor just made me waste my time. See ya.